2016 Paper 1 Financial Maths question. Question 1. Emma works part-time after school at the local takeaway. She is paid a rate per hour and also receives €2 for each delivery she makes. One day she works for 2 hours, makes 5 deliveries and paid a total of €28. Find her hourly rate. Okay, so I know she's working 2 by a certain amount of hours, plus she makes 5 deliveries, but she is paid an hour rate and €2 for each delivery, so that must be 5 times 2, so she gets a tenner for her deliveries, and in total she gets €28. So that's just an algebra question. So we now have 2h, 2 5s are 10, is equal to 28, 2 hours is equal to 28, take away 10, 2 hours is equal to 18, divide both sides by 2, she gets €9 per hour. Okay, 1 week she works for H hours and makes D deliveries. Write a formula in H and D for the wages she receives. So her wages is made up with her hours plus her deliveries. Okay, well, we don't know how many hours she earns, but we know it's 9 hours, €9 per hour, and we know that she gets €2 per delivery. So she gets €2 per delivery, and that's my wages. So we've got wages is equal to 9 hours plus 2 deliveries, 9H plus 2D. Another week, she works for 6 hours and makes 12 deliveries. She also works 5 hours on a Sunday at time and a half. I'd have to work that out, and makes some deliveries. So that must be what we're looking for. In total, she receives €161.50 for that week. Find out how many deliveries she makes on the Sunday. So what I'm looking for here are my deliveries, my D. Okay, so this is in 2 halves. Another week she works for 6 hours, so her wages are going to be 9H plus 2D. So she works for 6 hours, that's my H, so that's 6. And she makes 12 deliveries, that's my D, so that's by 12. So that gives me 9 6s are 54 plus 24, which gives you 78. So she works that much during the week. Then on her Sunday, she gets time and a half. So time and a half. So that's going to equal time plus a half of that is 4.5. So now that's going to equal 13.5 or €13.50 per hour. So that's her time and a half. So we're going to add the 2 of those bits of information together. In total, she receives €161.50. So we've got our weekly amount that she got, which was €78, plus she also works 5 hours on a Sunday. So she works 5 hours on a Sunday, and we know that's 5 times, and her hourly rate is €9. Plus she makes her deliveries. We know her deliveries would be 2 times D, but we don't know how many deliveries there are yet. But we know it equals to 161.50. Oh, can you see my mistake here? She's on time and a half. I have to change that. That's the time and a half. That was her hourly rate up here, but we're now on our hourly rate down here. So I made a mistake. So let's just rewrite that one. Plus her hourly rate for Sundays is going to be 5 times 13.50 plus her 2D is equal to 161.50. Okay, working out, we've got our 78 plus our 5 times 13.5 comes out, let's get my calculator, 5 times 1350 is equal to 67.50, so that's 67 and 50 cent, plus my 2D is equal to 161.50. Okay, so I'm just going to add these two together. 78 plus my 78 gives me 145 and 50 cent. So these two is 145 and 50 cent, plus my 2D is equal to 161 and 50 cent. We're just on algebra at this stage. 161.50 minus 145.50. We'll pop that into the calculator. 161 and 50 cent minus 145 and 50 cent is equal to 16. So now we have 2D is equal to 16. Divide both sides by 2. Sorry there. Divide both sides by 2. And we get D is equal to 8 deliveries. DEM. Okay. Thank you.